education or visit beacongrenada.com.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
A mother's love deserves a gift like no other. Celebrate her love, strength, and style with heartfelt jewelry from Pandora. From our iconic charms to sparkling necklaces, rings, earrings, and more, there are so many ways to say, thank you, Mom. So on Mother's Day and every day, tell her how much she means to you with a gift from Pandora.
The Harry Edwards Jewelers Pandora Mother's Day event, May 2nd. Enjoy 30% off, a free Pandora bracelet with select purchases, and more specials store-wide. See store for details.
Yes, so gotta say good morning again to everybody. Good morning, 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 good morning. Happy Monday, start of another week. Thank you so much for locking it down to Power 95 as usual. It is another Monday. It's a beautiful one. So hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, the people on the live kinda starting to catch on right now. Alright, yeah. The principal decided to step out, so I'll take the position of the students. I thought I was the teacher, but I'll take the student. It's fine. Alright, shouts to everybody on the live. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to hit that share button so that everybody else can come on as well. Yeah, thank you so much to all of our sponsors for making it happen. Nirvana, Beacon, Western Union, Harry Edward Jewelers. We say thank you so much. It's been a minute since I've been in the ladies' room. Probably over a year and a half, but definitely feels good to be back. And guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Alright? I'm not gonna even prolong it. I got a very beautiful guest in studio with me right now. Content creator. She's a beacon of light in terms of women, empowering women. She's a mentor. But I'm gonna let her do the introductions. Miss Kareed, good morning.
Good morning. I'm also loving the Aruna love, and I could see already it's day one, and Aruna fans miss her. I love that, and I adore her as well.
I always have to deal with this. Because Aruna don't, she's very conservative, so she doesn't really share the plans, so it catches her minions by surprise. So I always have to deal with this on day number one, but they love me too.
I love that.
And they love power, so they're gonna be here regardless. They love power, so I mean, we wish Aruna a safe journey and Godspeed. Yeah. Melvin, good morning. Stacy, good morning. Shantae, Blake, everybody that's on. Who else is there? Rachel, good morning. Gabby, Jenny, good morning. Top of the morning to everybody. Maureen. Guys, come in. Hit that share button. Because you guys, you don't want to miss this topic today. Before we jump into it, Kareed, I know is it your first time on Power? Is it?
It is my first time on Power. I've been on the radio before in the UK, but it's my first time in Grenada doing this.
Okay, so since it's your first time on Power and in Grenada doing this, give us a little introduction. Tell us who you are and tell us a little bit about Kareed.
Okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to start with the obvious thing because you hear the British accent. So I was born and bred in the UK, but I am Grenadian on all sides. So on my father's side, he's from Gulf. On my mother's side, she's from Birchgrove. Grandparents all the way back, all Grenadian. And I've been living in Grenada for the last 10 years. So very proud, very patriotic Grenadian. What I do, I'm actually in the business of journalism. So I am someone who's worked in PR, broadcast, but more specifically, I focused on creative writing. And I would say, to sum it up, I love to call myself a cultural storyteller. I love telling people stories. I love connecting with people, and I love connecting them with other people. And I'm also a consultant. So I help people with their personal brands and businesses to find that strategic edge. So I also love that. I'm going to share some fun facts because I think it's fun for the people to get to know me a little bit better.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
So my superpower, I always say my superpower is people, because I just love connecting them. But like you mentioned, I love empowering and mentoring women. So I really appreciate being a guest host on the Ladies Room, because I want to make sure I maintain the balance of the woman's perspective too.
Listen. Let's make one thing clear. When Kareem is here, this is the ladies' room, but it's the men's room. So
We'll see.
Let's just make it clear.
We will see.
Right? So empower women as much as you want, but I'll be standing up for my guys.
Okay.
Let's just make it clear.
We'll bring the balance.
Okay.
I'm going to share a couple of fun facts. So maybe just two. So a fun fact, so you guys get to know me a bit more, is my middle name is Asmara. And I was named after the capital city of Eritrea, sorry. But Asmara also means made them unite. And in Indonesia, it translates to love. And I happen to have a heart-shaped birthmark. So I'm all about showing people love.
Yeah.
You disagree?
I know you a while, so the jury is still out on that one. Yeah, but Creed, I mean, it's lovely to have you. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. Guys, she was hella nervous, yeah? Hella nervous. But we're here right now, and we are ready to get into it. Monday edition of the Ladies Room. So, Creed, what are we talking about today?
Okay. The first thing I'm going to say, I have a disclaimer first. So the first thing I'm going to say is the disclaimer is this. Me and Kareem have a brother-sister relationship.
That's what to do.
So I'm the big sister. He's the little brother. And I'm going to try not to bad you up, but...
Right now, that's all to do.
Oh, so what is it today? What is it now? What is it right now?
No, man, this is beef. What's it is beef.
So, the topic is, let's define the lady. Not just the lady, the Grenadian woman. Who is she today? Versus who was she back in the day? What will she tolerate? What will she not tolerate? Maybe let's start with some red flags. What's a red flag for you, Kareem?
Oh boy, how much time you have?
Hello.
Because red flags. Okay. I'll start from the inception of the relationship, right? A red flag for me, from the jump. You see, once there's these long intervals between response time, I have a problem with that. Because if you're interested in me, who are you really talking to? Who are you talking to? Like, let's be for real. What are you doing with your time? Right? So you would text me, home from work now, or, finish for the day, I say, all right, I'll give you a couple minutes, you sort out yourself, probably take a shower, have something to eat, if you live with your family, you talk to your family, whatever, but what are you doing after? Let's just talk about that. So you're interested in me? Yeah, Kareem, I like you, whatever. And then it's like, I have to beg you to talk to me after that. That is a red flag. Because who you're talking to?
Kareem, I'm not even going to answer that one. Someone said is she talking quietly? So I'm going to speak a bit louder. Sorry, that's the British side of me. So let me speak a bit louder. I love the feedback on the live. I love it. Okay, so let me speak a bit louder. I'm going to give my red flag. Right. As a
So
woman,
mine is not a valid red flag.
I'm not
that's what
saying
you're
it's not. I'm not disagreeing
Because-
or agreeing. I'm just hearing you out. And I'm gonna give mine, and we could deliberate.
All right.
So, I think a red flag is, let's say you go on a date with a guy, right? And you have a nice time, and things are going well, conversations flowing, the date finishes late. So he heads home, you head home, and he doesn't send a message to say, "Did you get home safe?" Red flag. Because, sir, why are you not being a protector? Why are you not showing those early signals that you care about my safety? Do we agree?
I would agree with that one. I mean, check in to ensure that you get home safe. All right. I take that one. I mean, we all know I'm a best man, so I do, I do that. I do that for sure. So, guys, here's what. Today we're discussing red flags. It could be on the male side, on the female side. What is something that is gonna just jump out at you to make you think, all right, this person is just not the one at all. You can hit us up 440-9595. You can send us your voice notes. You could call, or you could leave a comment under the live, and we will definitely attend to that. All right. Since you're the guest, I'll let you give us another one. Because it seemed like you come first with a list today.
Okay.
So
Another red flag. I feel like I want something else from the people on the live or people tuning in, but I'm going to respond to the one you gave because I didn't respond to that one. So, I hear what you're saying,
but
what if she's processing? What if she's being thoughtful about how she responds instead of jumping into a response when you message back?
So I ask you a simple question as how was your day? And you process it? Your day was yours, right? Your day wasn't mine, Your day was yours, You went through your day and you're processing.
I mean, okay, I feel you. Okay, it can be as simple as that. But maybe, okay, here's what I'm going to say. Fair enough. But sometimes WhatsApp can be really overwhelming. So maybe she has a couple of messages, but you cannot assume that these are messages from other guys. So maybe she just hasn't got to your message yet. I don't know.
Well, then you have a girls' club. If it's not from other guys, you have a girls' club.
That may very well be the case.
Creed, listen something. If you're interested in somebody, your response time will be on point. Right? Your response time will be game. Right? It's not like those messages that you let just go down in your WhatsApp. Right? So I take it that, from the jump, you're not interested.
I wouldn't go so far. I wouldn't jump so far.
Okay, so where would you jump then?
I
Let's
would
say.
give it a bit of time to let the lady process and let the conversation flow until it gets to a more frequent cadence. It might need time. Maybe you're not stimulating her enough. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The conversation is not stimulating
I
enough.
don't know.
Well, if you no, hold on. All right, let's break down the conversation. Right, I have to start the conversation somewhere.
Right.
So I would ask these questions like, how was your day? Did you eat? Like, what were the challenges? Did you get them safe? And then the conversation will get stimulating after a while, but I need to get these icebreakers out of the way. So if you're not going to even answer that, how will you know if I can have a stimulating conversation or not? You're not even giving me the chance to have a stimulating conversation.
Okay.
You're stimulating somebody else, man.
No, see, you're jumping to conclusions.
No, well, that is
And
the
that's
only
the thing,
conclusion to
okay?
make.
Back to the topic, the woman of today. Don't jump to conclusions on the women of today. We're juggling so many different things, We're boss women, We're trying to ensure we have work-life balance, soft life. You know, we're hanging with our girls. We're finding quiet time for ourselves. And then maybe we're entertaining you. So maybe we might not have time to respond as efficiently, but maybe wait till the second date, wait till the third date to kind of get into the flow of the conversation. It's, you know, Kareem, I always say it's a marathon, not a sprint.
My leg shot. My leg real short. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Making plans and being unable to fulfill them. I like this one. Making plans and being unable to fulfill them. Because, I mean, why are you trying to set my expectations above and beyond? And you know, you can't deliver. And women are master for that.
Wait, they're master at planning or
No.
making plans and not delivering?
Yeah, man, that one.
No, I think it's the other way around. I feel like women are master planners, but that making plans and not delivering, that feels very personal.
I mean, it's not personal, but listen. Okay. I would describe it as this, right? You say you're interested in a guy, you know, y'all talk, whatever, things are going along, whatever. And y'all decide, you know, the relationship has gone along a bit, right? And y'all start talking about different topics. Coitus now becomes one of the topics, right?
Okay.
So y'all talk about it, both of you interested, thing, whatever. Y'all decide, okay, it's gonna happen because energy is right, mood is right, da. So now the man is primed and ready. All right, cool, game tonight. Thing.
How far along are we? How far along are we?
I mean, energy is right, so let's say a couple months.
Okay.
Energy is right, so a couple months. No, the man is primed and ready. All right, game tonight, thing, whatever. Reach now. Oh, you're not in the mood. You know, you ain't feeling it. Or let's give them the classic. Dodgy, cagey. You have this to do now. You have that to do. This came up. That came up. I mean, let's be honest. It happens.
Right.
It happens. You know? So, and that's just one example I can give of women not, you know, delivering when plans are made.
I see a comment that I want to read out. So, is it Terrence? Terrence Wells said he thinks you're speaking from a young man's perspective. He said, we seasoned men don't have the time for this long convo unless we see you as a future partner.
But that is what we're talking about. We're talking about somebody that you're interested in the long run. We're talking about, like, you know, like somebody that you just want to make small talk with, you know. We're talking about somebody that you're, like, you see somebody, you really like them, you're really interested, you know, you think, okay, maybe this could go somewhere. But the conversation has to start somewhere, you know. You can't just, okay, so what are you going to do? Just jump into the woman business?
You're right.
Like
and
personal stuff and personal questions. And, you know,
too soon.
you can't do that.
Too soon. And that's why I like what, so is it Maylene Pear said, poor communication and lack of emotional intelligence, huge red flag. I agree with that. Like, I 100% agree because I'm a communicator. And if you can't connect on an emotional level, so I support you, you know, you want the conversation to be flowing and stimulating. And then you're a couple months down the line and you're talking about getting intimate, right? So I don't know if you're having that conversation that's not flowing and the communication's there, not there, but the chemistry's there, then that just feels like a lustful situation you might be jumping into. So maybe you want to lock in that good communication and have the vibe mentally and not just physically.
That makes sense. Someone says red flag when they tell you it's disrespectful to be on your phone when you chill, but every time their phone go ping, they checking it. Then the response is, you and I are different. definitely a red flag. Phone boundaries
Yeah.
are phone boundaries. If
I
we
think
have any
so.
phone boundaries, it's phone boundaries, you know?
Yeah, I think so because if you're like as human beings, not just even in a relationship, if you're sitting across from each other having dinner or hanging out and you're constantly in your phone, then you're not being present.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a red flag.
But speaking about the time change though, from the premise in terms of back then versus now, I would say, and I mean not just focusing on women for this part, but definitely the communication like on dates or when you go out, hang out, or just when you're spending time in people's company, and this could be relationship, this could be friends, family, anything. My gosh, that phone.
Yeah, the phone is like the third person in the relationship
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah, for sure.
But-
So like you will even be like, you know, giving somebody a ride, something as simple as that, and you know, like they can't even have a car ride conversation because it's just done in the phone. you
They're on
know?
their phone. What if they're doing business on their phone? What if that's like what they do?
I mean, for me, business is one thing, right? We do business here, but there needs to be a cutoff point. There needs to be, you know, balance. Like Marshall Montano said, everything is about balance, right? So you can't tell me 24/7 you're in your phone. It's either you're trading or you're mining Bitcoin or something like that. To be in your phone like that 24/7, right? So, I mean, relationships are important, and that connection and everything. If somebody see that every time we meet up, like you're in your phone, then you definitely not interested in me. You know, there is someone in your phone, Kirid, that you're interested in.
Going back to the beginning of this conversation, I feel like that comment is jumping to conclusions because it may not be someone else that they're interested in, but it may be other things distracting them. So like I feel like we've established, right, in these couple of minutes that communication's important, like getting to know the person and communicating, and making sure you're present so you're not always in your phone, and also understanding the woman of today. So not being like thinking the woman of today doesn't have other things going on in her life and is constantly on the other end of the phone every time you message and can respond right away. And I feel like women are juggling more things nowadays.
I get you.
Someone said, big red flag, Sydney Bowen, can't have a proper civilized conversation. Yep.
Yeah. You know, like, oh my gosh. And again, going back to the today versus then. Like, the only conversation we could have is, what, you showing me a TikTok? Oh my God, this is funny. Look at this. You know, like, no stimulating conversations. That, according to Natty, that just pisses me off. That pisses me off. Anyway, I'm going to jump on to my next red flag.
Okay.
And I need you to listen for this one, right? I'm going to deliver my message through music.
Let's hear.
Something wrong somewhere. Baby, tell me if you're playing games. Something wrong somewhere. Baby, tell me why you're playing games. Every time you come over by me, your phone always on D&D. Every time you reach over by me, your phone always on D&D. Something wrong somewhere. Something wrong somewhere. Baby, tell me if you're playing games. Something wrong somewhere. Something wrong somewhere. Baby, tell me why you're playing games. You say that people fooling up my head with mysteries, but I have to listen, baby, cause I know your history. My friends from Lucia tell me that you have a joke right. You thought I was a dopey and you could have played with my mind. If one thing that I show about, you will never put me in a courthouse. I want you to know now, I live in my place so you can go out. Leave every time you come over by me, Your phone always on D&D. Every time you reach over by me, your phone always on D&D. Something wrong somewhere. Something wrong somewhere. Baby, tell me if you're playing games.
I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't. Rooney J, my brother, thank you. Thank you. I don't even know what else to say. Every single time you step through that door, I see the little quarter moon on the top of your phone screen. The little quarter moon. Right? Your phone can go ping, ding, ming, ching, wing, nothing. Nothing. Creed, what's going on there?
Kareem, I'm gonna share my final compelling thought, which is assumptions. Don't assume.
Okay.
The lady
Okay.
may be resting, doing some self-care.
No. You by me? You by me?
She's by you and the phone is going.
The song
okay.
said every time you come over by me,
Okay.
your phone always on D&D. That is what the song says.
Okay.
So you come to chill by me, and when I glance over to my left, I see a little quarter moon on the top of your phone
Because maybe
screen.
she's focusing on quality time with you and her.
Nah, man, because she on the phone the same way.
So she's on the phone and it's on D&D.
Yeah.
Ay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want her to do? What if it's off D&D and then it's pinging every couple of minutes? Because you said you don't like that.
When I say that?
Didn't you say that? You said
Me?
her phone
Me?
is always pinging.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Okay. Let's decide here to give the listeners a takeaway. What is the ideal situation? So she's come over.
The ideal
see.
situation is vibrate.
So the phone's on vibrate.
Yes. If you're doing business and whatnot, then, leave it on ring because, we all game when it comes to chasing the bag.
Right.
So if you're chasing the bag and you're expecting a call or whatever, then by all means, let the phone ring out. But you come by me. You come by me. And where you hiding?
See, Nigel Duncan is on the same thread of thought I am. So why not set the ground rule when we are together? No, either it's no phone and it's our time, it's phone on vibrate. So I think a good solution, and that goes down to the communication. You decide as the relationship progresses what are our do's or don'ts. Like when we're together, I prefer if you put your phone on
So
vibrate.
why I can't want?
Because you're two grown adults. You're two grown consenting adults. So you're not making a command. You need to use language like I would prefer and allow the other consenting adult to act and show you that they respect your preferences.
Better it be on D&D than vibrate because you're not going to hear it, even though she is on her phone. Nah, them iPhone have a way of vibrating. If you're on the bed, that waking you up. Someone says put away your phone. Yeah, that's good too, but
and then the most extreme one is lockbox for all phones. I heard that they're doing that in schools in Switzerland right now.
really?
Yep. Locking your phone away so you can focus. So maybe as a couple, you just have to establish those boundaries. It's that simple. Communication.
So we established the ground rules. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, establish the ground rules
of the bat, and then okay.
And from a woman's perspective, don't be making any demands like I want or I'm telling you. Have a conversation like two grown adults. Like, here, this is what I would prefer, and listen to what she would prefer. She might say, you know what, I do my business online, so I might need to make sure I check my phone every now and again, and then you can respect that. It's a conversation, like everything.
Was she unemployed?
I feel like you're just creating scenarios that make the situation difficult.
I mean, we have to cater to everybody that's listening. Why she's unemployed? What business you conducting there?
That's a conversation too. So like, or maybe she's trying to get the bag.
What bag? There's no bag. What bag? Trying to get the bag. What bag? There's no bag. The bag is not existent.
Sydney Bowen says, I don't want any disturbance when I'm with you. I like that because, you know, it's like you want that quality time. But you guys got to talk. You got to talk about it. And don't get frustrated in your mind. That's not going to fly with women of today. You being in your head and not expressing that, look, I get upset when I hear your phone ping.
All right. Someone says, my phone does be on D&D. Because sis says that I'm always working. So once I'm chilling with her, put it on D&D. And he doesn't be on it. So you see, that's a conversation. So I don't have no issues with that. If we agree that, hey, listen, we always working, you know, always out, whatever. So when it's our time, it's our time. So D&D is the code, right? But if we didn't establish that code, especially if the relationship is new and fresh. See, if the relationship is new and fresh, tell you, boy, pressure.
Yep, it'll be problems down the line if you don't establish the ground rules as early as possible when you know you're getting serious.
If conversation was interesting, phones wouldn't be using.
True-ish.
What? Okay.
True.
Red flag. I see it. Locking your WhatsApp. Locking your WhatsApp when your phone already has a lock. Red flag. And while we on the lock in WhatsApp, let me talk about the women that has locked the gallery too. Yeah, man, we had to talk about that.
Hey, hang on. A woman's phone is a very personal thing, and she can have images in her gallery that she wants to protect. I mean, you've heard about the stories where people's personal images of them.
So my phone no private?
Well, yes, too.
Okay, so why is it a problem when I lock mine, but when you lock yours? Oh, a woman's phone is a private thing, right? That's when you have a problem when the man do it, ain't it?
I like what Shireen said. Shireen James, yes. Ain't they grown? Why we need to establish phone rules, so phone boundaries. So in addition to the pinging, the notifications, the locking of the gallery, the locking of the WhatsApp, whatever it is, you need to establish rules for or boundaries for how you're interacting with each other and the phone. Seen as the phones in this time in our lives, in this digital era, the phones are really important, and sometimes we're addicted to it. Sometimes it's always in our hand. So sometimes it might not even be something that they're conscious or unconscious about. So ground rules, people.
Someone's Petra says men lock their gallery too. I mean, it's lock for luck. If yours locked, I lock in mine. I don't want to be left, hung out to dry. So I lock it mine. Robbie says, once a woman locking her gallery and WhatsApp, she have something to hide. Plain talk, bad manners.
Her personal business. That's what she's hiding, what she's entitled to hide. If she's just establishing a relationship with you, which could be. So all right, I have a scenario.
So what a lock on your phone for?
I have a
because
scenario.
You lock
Privacy.
the phone, you lock the gallery, you lock the WhatsApp, right?
Right.
So you have to go into your phone twice, eh?
Yes. It could be privacy because, for example, let's say you're a woman who you're on your weight loss journey, right? Or you're on your fitness journey, whatever journey you're on, and you're taking images of your body, and you've got that on your phone. You might not want everyone to see that. So you're double locking your gallery to ensure that it does not get exposed.
The female we describing here ain't going in the gym, no time.
What? Why
no
not?
Time. No
Why
time.
not?
Nah, man, no time.
See, this is why I'm the bigger sister, because I bring the voice of reason to
cut off that mic one time. I want to know. You see it? So many rules. Wow. Why do we need all these rules? So mature people interested in spending quality time together, it should come naturally. If I'm out with someone and they constantly in their phone, I'm gone. I shouldn't have to call you out on it or set prison rules. Energy should flow. You should know that I'm with this person, I'm interested in this person. Let me give them all my time. Definitely agree with that. Petra says most guys lock theirs first and make noise after. I don't know about that. Donna, I'm not going in your phone. Don't go in mine. Fine, that your business. That is okay. Curry, you see they're telling you poor excuse, eh?
Well, I like how Donna thinks. Like, my business. That's my business. That's your business.
I'm just saying, like, listen. You see, if we have the don't go in yours and you don't go in mine type of thing, I'm game with that. I'm down for that, right?
Right.
But you see the women that want to lock up, and then you come in. Who you talking today? Let me see your phone. I want to use your phone. Nah. Let's keep it 100.
That's why
You know?
I said, so like Donna literally, she summarized it for us. If your
Yeah.
ground rule is you don't go in my phone, I won't go in yours, nobody can switch it up.
And that's it.
That is
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. Features available on phone, so why not use it? Women are not just loyal, and the mental compass isn't. Women are just not loyal. Women are just not loyal. Word of the day. And the mental compass is not something else. I don't know what's in the end there, but the first part,
Ooh,
love it.
that sounds
Love
like
it.
a general statement.
Love it. I'll take a last one. Sunil, it's been a minute. Another red flag is when you all finally go on a date first time and there's no chivalry. Oh, wow. Imagine a man opening a restaurant door. Imagine a man opening a restaurant door and going in before you.
Chanel, that's like how I felt about you going home and the man not even messaging to say, did you get home safe?
What?
It's true.
Wait, so you opened the door and he went inside before you. Whew.
It just like, imagine you're in the scenario. It just doesn't sit right. Like, as a man, come on, Kareem, as a man, would that sit right?
Somebody just call me, call back quick. We're about to wrap up real soon, so call me back real quick and I'll take that one before we leave. Gregory, I don't lock my phone from my loved ones. She knows the code, but I will never go into a woman's phone, period. It's all about proper training and understanding. I explain who I am and what I do. I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that. Sharon says that's just rude. Yeah, opening the door and going in first. Yeah. I agree with that one. Zero training. Yeah, the fellas that open the door and walk through the restaurant first. Zero training. Zero decorum. Yeah, that is zero. That is zero. We can't fly with that one. Red flag. Lacks proper hygiene. Mouth and arm is.
Oh boy.
I won't even go into that. You see that? I won't even go into that. That's a whole.
That's like another.
That's a different topic. The
like-
hygiene topic have to be a room for itself.
Yeah, that needs a
Hands
separate
down.
day and time.
We're gonna dedicate a day to that.
Sure.
For sure. Guys, we could trust me when you're talking about the red flags. That's a whole day conversation, right? But we gotta say thank you so much to Nirvana, Beacon Western Union, Harry Edward Jewelers for powering up the ladies' room for today. Robbie, you didn't make me out. Yeah, the dread's home though. At home, you know. If a different mood take me for carnival, I might just I mean, you never know. You never know.
Red flag. He cut off his dreads and stored it in a case.
Bye. We done. We done. Ladies' room for today, Monday. Thank you so much, guys.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited, Beacon Insurance, Harry Edwards Jewelers, and Nirvana Health Spa. Detox